But here's what I think is a really solid approach to just eating in general. They call it the 80-20 rule, which says 80% of the time, at least 80% of the time, be clean, eat clean. But allow some time, your body can handle it if you're working out, if you're doing the other things we're going to be playing with this week and next. Your body can handle this stuff if it's less than 20% of the time. But if this is 80% of your diet, it can't handle it. But if it's 20%, a chocolate chip cookie here and there, even if you just, a pizza, not half a pizza. You can probably down a whole pizza, right? Wait a sec, I could go for a whole pizza. But the main thing is, I think the biggest takeaway from all of that we talked about is really, really reduce the sugar, reduce the processed grains. That's the thing that we could really, and the soft drinks. If you're addicted to soft drinks, you gotta realize there's nothing good in there at all in a soft drink. There's not a single good thing in a soft drink that's fuel for your body. So, were there any after we came out of here the other day with nutrition? Are there any questions or thoughts that you had that you wanted to know about?
I guess my question is granola bars. Is that where do you stand on granola bars? Because I try to buy really healthy granola bars with that's high in protein, low in sugars, and things like that. I don't know.
Yeah, because
that's my thing is granola bars. I'm not big into breads and things like that. But then just in here listening, I'm like, oh, granola bars kind of grain.
So here's what I would look at. I eat them. I mean, when I'm out.
Power bars.
Yeah, I take them with me on rides, and I stuck 2 in my pack today to come to school.
Yeah, I was I tried finding one in my cooler because I bring
Yeah.
one every time I come to school.
The thing that I would say about those sorts of things is just look at the ingredients. If the first or second ingredient is a sugar or some kind of a syrup or a refined grain, then question if that's the best one out there. But if it's mostly, nuts and seeds, and I shouldn't promote anyone in particular that I've seen the Kind bar. There was a guy came and gave us boxes and boxes downstairs in the Stress Relief Center. These Kind bars, really delicious. And their thing was, you can say all the ingredients. They're not long syllabled words that you can't pronounce. Again, it's how do you feel after you eat it? And how do you feel if you eat it consistently for a long time? Are you going this way or this way? Is your performance going up or down? Do you feel better or worse when you do those? And then just test them. I mean, I've tried all of them. And I know of 2 or 3 that my body does not want me to have anymore, even though they sound good on the package, but there's some that so it's just experiment with yourself.
What about so for a couple of us that are weirdos and have the low sugar issues, so if I'm exerting for an hour or more, then I have to supplement sugar. And I don't know I've tried the honey packets and I've tried those little square chewy things.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one that's
I don't know.
worse for your body?
In your case, I don't know. With the low sugar people, I don't know what's best. And that would be, again, it would be experiment, test, just try this. Now I'm working out and I notice this happens when I do. I don't know.
I like the energy box. I just didn't know if
yeah.
that's a healthy, not healthy for my body.
Again, it's the same thing, performance. how's performance, how is, it'd be interesting to ask our athletes in the room. I do a lot of biking, I do a lot of running, and I bike with some guys, and they are such that if they don't eat something before we work out, their ride doesn't go very well. And I'm the exact opposite. If I eat anything, if I have anything on my stomach within 4 hours of working out, maybe even 5 or 6, then it's not as good. Now, who's right? Them or me? Do you see what I'm saying? We're so individual and we're so unique, there's not a good answer on just about anything, except don't eat so much sugar. Except for sometimes. Do you get that? That's the takeaway. Just kind of go for 80-20. What's in that 80 that gives me fuel instead of is my kryptonite? And then you can kind of plan on a long life of really healthy. It's been my experience anyway.